What is going on, everybody? It's Sean O'Connell, the managing director here at CinemaBlend, and I am working my way through all of the episodes of Game of Thrones before we get to the beginning of Season 8, and I am at a very anticipated episode simply because of the way that these episodes have been building up to getting Tyrion Lannister off the hook. He's asked for a trial by combat. He has found an ally in Prince Oberyn. And from the title of this episode, Season 4, Episode 8, The Mountain and the Viper, I'm assuming there's going to be a battle. So let's not put it off any longer. Dive right into this without further ado. Season 4, Episode 8, The Mountain and the Viper. If you're loving these reactions, do me a favor. Go down, hit subscribe, turn on your notifications. Every time we post a new one, you will be alerted to it immediately. And immediately is when we're diving into this next episode because I want to see Prince Oberyn fight the Mountain. What is Moat Cailin? Moat Cailin? Stop adding people. Stop adding places. How am I supposed to keep up? Defends. Oh boy, here we go. Wildlings. A baby. See, Egret? You have a heart. You have a heart.
I should never have left her there.
If they hit Mole's town, then we're next.
How do 102 men stop 100,000?
Whoever dies lost. Be a good lad and burn the rest of us. I don't want to come back.
Missandei, the lessons you give I in common tongue, these are precious to I.
To me.
To me.
When they cut you, do you remember that? I'm sorry they did that to you.
Why? Why sorry?
It's a terrible thing to do to a boy.
If the masters never cut me, I never am unsullied. I never am chosen to lead the unsullied. I never meet Missandei from the island of North.
I mean, this is sweet and all, but...
ELCZ.
There's a bunch of couples that I've invested in over the course of this show, and Grey Worm and Missandei are just not two that move the needle. Sweet.
Bring me Moat Cailin.
Moat Cailin. Okay, gotcha. That's why it's been added. Then Ramsay can prove himself to his father.
I'm Kenning, commander of this garrison. And you say you're Theon Greyjoy?
Yes.
Why are you marching with a Bolton army?
Lord Bolton took me captive after Winterfell. He has sent me to treat with you in good faith, as your fellow Ironborn.
What does Lord Bolton want?
Lord Bolton implores you to protect your men and abandon this fortress you can no longer hold. The Boltons will give you safe passage to the Stony Shore.
The Ironborn will not surrender.
Quick. If we yield, we live. Is that what it says on this paper here?
Yes.
Sensible.
You didn't really think I'd let them go, did you? It's fallen out of fashion. Playing. Sad, but true.
Strange that within days of your arrival you've married Lady Arryn, and she's fallen through the moon door.
She was always prone to melancholy. My lady wasn't meant for a world as brutal as ours.
We were told there was a witness, a girl.
A niece of yours, I believe.
A girl with no learning and scattered wits, I assure you she would be of no help.
We'd like to speak with her.
Let me fetch her.
No need. We prefer to hear her testimony unadulterated.
Tell us what you saw.
I'm sorry, Lord Baelish. I have to tell the truth. My name's not Elaine. It's Sansa Stark, eldest daughter of Lord Eddard Stark.
Wow.
Sansa Stark? You tell lies right to my face, you little worm.
Lord Baelish has told many lies, all to protect me. Since my father was executed, I have been a hostage in King's Landing. He saved me. My aunt was a jealous lady. She was terrified that Lord Baelish didn't love her anymore, that he would abandon her for a younger woman. One day, she saw him kiss me.
Lady Sansa.
It was a peck on the cheek, Lord Royce, nothing more. But my aunt turned on me. She cursed me, called me a whore, promised to throw me through the moon door. She said she didn't want to live anymore. She stood on the edge of that moon door. She stepped through those doors and she was...
Bravo, Sansa. Bravo. Good performance.
It's not your fault, sweet girl.
Good performance. Lock eyes with Baelish. Let him know that you're getting better at the game.
Sir Barristan.
Who sent you?
Oh.
What's this? A royal pardon, signed by Robert Baratheon. You spied on her.
For a little while.
Let me speak with her in private. You'll never be alone with her again.
Why did the usurper pardon you?
This is the work of Tywin Lannister. He wants to divide us. If we're fighting each other, we're not fighting him.
The pardon was signed the year we met. Why were you pardoned?
I sent letters to Varys, the spy master of King's Landing.
You betrayed me from the first.
Forgive me.
But then he didn't.
Varys, please.
Don't ever presume to touch me again or speak my name. If you're found in Marine past break of day, I'll have your head thrown into Slaver's Bay.
Where's he gonna go? Jorah and King's Landing? Alright, Jorah exits. For now, banished.
Moat Cailin is yours, Father.
And he did it his way.
Walk with me. From this day until your last day, you are Ramsay Bolton.
Yay, congratulations.
Son of Roose Bolton, Warden of the North.
But he's nuts. He's a lunatic. Just ask Reek.
Why did you help me?
They'd have executed you. What would they have done with me?
Better to gamble on the man you know than the strangers you don't. And you think you know me?
I know what you want.
You really think my aunt will pay for me?
Aye, she'll pay.
I've never even met her.
Arya Sansa reunion.
You're her blood.
Who would pass the bloody gate?
The bloody hound, Sandor Clegane, and his traveling companion, Arya Stark, niece of your Lady Lysa Arryn.
Then I offer my condolences. Lady Arryn died.
Don't turn around. Good Sansa maturing into her role in the game. Sansa, you can't play it like Baelish.
Shall we go?
Trial by combat. You think Oberyn has a chance? The Red Viper of Dawn. You don't get a name like that unless you're deadly, right?
Never seen him fight.
Oh, he's going to die. I'm going to die.
Oberyn believes in himself.
That's putting it mildly.
Time for combat.
Good luck today.
Looks like very light armor.
I like to move around.
You could at least wear a helmet. You shouldn't drink before a fight.
You learned this during your years in the fighting pits. Today is not the day I die.
Good lord. The size of that sword. Showboat.
I am the brother of Elia Martell. And do you know why I've come all the way to this stinking shit pile of a city? For you? I'm going to hear you confess before you die. You raped my sister. You murdered her. You killed her children. Say it now and we can make this quick.
Bear to die.
Say it. You raped her? You murdered her? You killed her children. You killed her children!
Woo!
Wait, are you dying? No, you can't die yet. You haven't confessed.
Ooh.
Who gave you the order? Say her name! You raped her! You murdered her! You killed her children! Say it!
Oh, is that his teeth?
Elia Martel. I killed her children. Then I raped her. Then I smashed her head in like this.
Oh, Lord. Oh, you smile, you monster.
The gods have made their will known. Tyrion Lannister, in the name of King Tommen of the House Baratheon, first of his name, you're hereby sentenced to death.
Oh, man. Whew. I mean, you had him. He was on his back. He was beaten. But it was a vengeance fight. It was never for Tyrion. It was a vengeance fight. It was for his sister and her family. And he miscalculated. He miscalculated, and the mountain prevailed. Season 4, Episode 8, The Mountain and the Viper. The mountain prevails over the Viper, and Tyrion Lannister is sentenced to death. We'll see if that plays out in Episode 9. What I liked about this was that this was the battle that everyone was anticipating, and the episode made sure to get rid of everything else before we got to that, and then the final 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so, were dedicated to the combat. Great fight, well staged, perfectly executed, brutal death. Oh, the face and the head. Smushed it like a melon. But we got to some pretty interesting things prior to that. Ramsay and Theon's plot, or Reek's plot, worked. And Ramsay now has assumed position as a Bolton. They could be a power to contend with in future episodes. They could grow in a way that Ned Stark was not able to grow. But at the same time, the Starks are not finished yet. Sansa seems to be maturing into a role of game player. There's chaos over in Dany's land. Mild, but Jorah's outed as the... Well, traitor's too strong of a word, but we knew that he was responsible for spying on Dany for a little while. But then that he turned and he was serving her legitimately, but she doesn't see that right now. So she banishes him. He exits. So, Episode 9 is next. Those tend to be really good ones. We'll be right back with our analysis for that. So you don't want to miss it. Go down, hit subscribe, turn on your notifications, and we'll be back with more Game of Thrones here at CinemaBlend YouTube page.